Welcome to the broadcast. My name is John Jacob Curia. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Lensa Odingo.
And I am Regina Manyara.
And of course, we'll continue updating you on the latest from the Kenya Airways because operations have resumed after pilots went back to work. But let's begin with a big story tonight. Kenyans holding ordinary passports will be allowed to enter South Africa on a visa-free regime for up to 90 days per calendar year, beginning January 2023.
Now, speaking in a joint address after holding bilateral talks at State House, Nairobi, President William Ruto and his South Africa's counterpart, Cyril Ramaphosa, said the move will loosen the existing stringent immigration policies between Kenya and South Africa and indeed boost continental trade.
Bilateral talks at State House, Nairobi. Presidents William Ruto and Cyril Ramaphosa addressed visa restrictions which have remained a thorny issue for the two countries for years.
We agreed that indeed Kenyans should be able to visit South Africa without requiring them to have visas, and that this dispensation will commence on the 1st of January in 2023, meaning that, yes, can use the 90 days, 10 days, 20 days, or whatever. For the full year, Kenyans will have a full 90 days.
On behalf of the people of Kenya, I express Kenya's appreciation on the progress we have made in the long-awaited visa-free regime between Kenya and South Africa.
The resolution to drop existing stringent immigration policies between Kenya and South Africa is expected to boost continental trade, as the two leaders expressed commitment to ensuring that the agreements signed are implemented.
Under the new regime, we can build a greater relationship in business, in culture, in communal relationship, in social relationships, because we can be able to move.
Under the new regulations, the heads of state agreed on a return policy when immigration laws and policies are breached.
Illegal immigrants, people who abuse the system, people who take advantage of the system, people who rig the system, people who should change the system, they don't deserve to be in South Africa and they don't deserve to be in Kenya.
And this, in many ways, just strengthens the relationship between South Africa and Kenya, but more importantly, the people-to-people contact, because as you and I observed, Kenyans and South Africans have multiplicities of relations.
The talks also centered on matters touching on trade, where 4 instruments of cooperation were signed to enhance relations between Kenya and South Africa.
There are 3 memoranda of understanding and 1 agreement on cooperation in the fields of correctional services, cooperation in the fields of housing and human settlement, cooperation between Kenya School of Government and the National School of Governments from South Africa, and the agreement on audiovisual co-production.
And this builds on the other agreements that we had signed in the past. We are committed to ensure that the agreements and the memorandum of understanding that we have signed now and in the past will be implemented fully.
The two leaders focused much on matters of climate change, economic relations, as well as security in the continent, with focus on countries such as Ethiopia and Democratic Republic of Congo. Ben Chumba, Prime Edition.